Hello everyone, Andrew here, and welcome back to Donkey Kong Country 3. Last time we finished off K3, which was the Snow World, and this time we are moving on to World 6, which is Razor Ridge, and I also have a special guest with me today.
Hey, it's MilesLuigi. You just got out of Canada Land. Where are you going now?
Canada Land. Well, I guess you could call it that. I don't think that Canada Land has any evil snowmen like K3 did at the end there. But yes,
Fair point. Maybe it's Alaska Land then.
Alaska Land. Alaska has evil snowmen? I've actually never been.
Go to Fairbanks, Alaska. You'll find evil snowmen.
But yeah, today we have Razor Ridge, which is World 6, and here is the map here. World 6 is where I'd say things definitely pick up in difficulty quite a lot. I mean, not to say that the game has been super easy up to this point, but we will see some things in World 6 which I'm definitely not going to have an easy time with at all.
Exactly. Looks like there's some chairlifts there, so what, are we climbing up a mountain now?
Pretty much, yeah. The whole world is kind of mountain themed, and we actually have a new level theme here, which is the cave theme, and I hate these themes. Not as much as the waterfall levels, but I still hate them quite a lot. Also, we have Quox here, which is Squawks' bootleg purple brother.
I was about to ask. That looks like Squawks, but it's not Squawks.
No, Quox has the ability to pick up barrels and, roll them along the ground or throw them at enemies, although he cannot kind of shoot projectiles like Squawks can. So they kind of make the trade-off there.
Fair point. As somebody who hasn't played this game, I've played Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2, but not 3, so...
Yes. I believe this is the only game that Quox was ever in. It's such a bootleg. I've always hated using him. It's like, I just want to use Squawks, darn it.
Quox. Squawks is, I guess, different cousin or brother. Cousin or brother?
One of those things. I have no idea what they even officially call it. Yeah, right here we have a bonus game, and unfortunately it's not Yoshi's Island, where you can just cheat the bonus games by waiting for the bar to run out 4 times, and then throw the balloon back. If people don't know what I'm referring to, I just finished a Yoshi's Island Let's Play with you, actually. You did a really good job on that, and I joined for parts.
Thank you, and he's referring to one of the mini games, which is essentially hot potato, but if you just wait for the bar to fill 5 times and throw it back, you win almost every time.
That is really funny.
I know most of the, I guess, side area or mini games in this game, I'd have to assume are similar to Donkey Kong Country 2, where they're based on the level they're from, obviously, and right now you're killing all the enemies with barrels.
Yes,
for
exactly. Yeah, for the bonus coins. I love collecting the bonus coins. I used to think that Donkey Kong Country 3 had a lot of collecting in it, but then I did the Yoshi's Island Let's Play with you, and I realized, wow, Donkey Kong Country 3 has nothing on this. Or any of the Donkey Kong Country games. I mean, you have the bonus coins and the DK coins and stuff to find in Donkey Kong Country, but in Yoshi's Island, I mean, you have the 20 red coins, which blend in with yellow coins, and then you have the flowers, then you have to worry about having 30 stars at the end, and if you don't get them all in one run, you have to go back and get every single one again, which is something that Donkey Kong Country 3 does not make you do. So, yeah, I'm happy that you played through that.
I've played the game, so you don't have to. I could make the same argument about you're playing. You're playing this game, so I don't have to.
Oh, but Donkey Kong Country 3 is very fun.
As an interesting point of discussion, do you know the differences between the Game Boy Advance version of Donkey Kong Country 3 and the version you're playing, the SNES version?
Oh, that's very good. Donkey Kong Country 3 on the Game Boy Advance had a completely redone soundtrack for some reason. Which was very interesting. I'm not entirely sure the reason for that. Someone said maybe they lost the rights to the music or something like that because of Rare. I'm not entirely sure if that's true or not. I also know that Donkey Kong Country 3 on the Game Boy Advance actually has a completely new world that was not featured in this game called Pacifica, and it was a water-themed world. I mean, that's the last thing Donkey Kong Country 3 needed was more water, honestly. But no, they put a whole new water-themed world in there. And yeah, actually what happened was the boss from this world became the boss of that world, because the boss of this world is water themed. I guess I'll spoil that. Not that it's really a spoiler, but yeah, so they did some rearranging and they added a few other things. There's a few new overworld items that you have to trade with people, and I think there's some like mini games that you play on the overworld when you talk to people. Yeah, there's a few differences like that, but it's mostly the same, except for, like I said, the different music and the different the new world that was added in.
Right. I see you got that DK coin really easily.
Basically, the trick for that one, yeah, I've gone on about how I hate how easy it is to find some of the DK coins in this game. The trick to that one is you have to find the steel barrel, which is kind of hidden at the top of the screen, but it's not that hard to find, because it's like right there. So as soon as you see the DK coin guy, you're gonna be like, oh, obviously there's a steel barrel somewhere, and yeah. That's one of those ones I get really angry about, because it's not well hidden at all.
Would you rather have what they did in the world? I think it's called Bramble Scramble in Donkey Kong Country 2, where you literally have to go through a vine that normally hurts you to get into a secret area that has the DK coin.
I don't know how I ever found that. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I played through that game so many times. That was before the days of the internet, so I didn't have walkthroughs. I mean, I don't use walkthroughs anyway, but I mean, there was no opportunity for me to do that. There might have been a guidebook, but I definitely, I didn't know where to get one. So I just played through those levels so many times. It's not I think that there's at least a banana that kind of indicate jump through this wall, because I had looked for hours and hours to find a way to the other side of that wall so I could get the banana, and then I could never find the way to get to it. So I'm just like, okay, whatever, I'm going to jump into the wall, and yeah, it actually worked. I think it's the first level of World 5 in Donkey Kong Country 2, where you just need to jump down a completely random hole, and there's a DK coin in there too. So.
That's probably a better example. I always use the example of Bramble Scramble, because that one always gets me, but I have to take another look at that level now.
I forget the names of all the levels. Bramble Scramble is, of course, one I remember. I don't remember the name of the first level of World 5, though. There was also a level,
It was a rickety race, though, right?
No, that's the second level.
Damn.
There was also, I think it was the second inside castle level of World, I want to say 6, yeah, of the second last world, whichever one that is, not including the last world of Donkey Kong Country 2, where you just need to kind of go through a completely random wall to find the DK coin. Well, it's kind of like Bramble Scramble, except you jump into a wall and not a wall of thorns. But anyway, at the end of the level here, this is kind of tricky. You might think, okay, let's just go for the end, but you actually need to bounce on this guy's head, which is something you would never think.
He doesn't die off of a single bounce, and there you go.
Yeah, blue balloon, although unfortunately it went up the wrong side, which sucks, because these guys are really kind of touchy with where you bounce on them. I mean, it's so easy to touch the blades on either side. That's something that took me a while to figure out, because you'd never really think to jump on top of them, considering you played the whole level as clocks, and all you want to do is avoid them. But yeah, that brings us to this bonus game, which is a really massive pain, because there's such a high chance of accidentally getting sliced in half on your descent.
Oh, this isn't Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, okay? He's not going to take your spine out and eat it.
Although the worst part is that if you do fail this bonus game, you will have to kind of go up to the bonus barrel again from the bottom, and I just can't pull that off without getting hit. But luckily we beat it right there, which is very nice. And
there you go, and you have Kiddy Kong, so you can have your blue flag.
I don't know why I decided to do that. That was just something I kind of created on spur of the moment in the first part. I'm like, I'm just going to go for all the blue flags. Yeah, blue is my favorite
I
color.
was going to press you on that point. Why are you going for all blue flags?
Blue's my favorite color, so just as kind of an added funny thing, I said, let's see how many blue flags I can get.
Alright, so where are we now?
We are inside the kind of shack where the chairlifts are, and we're going to get a ride across the chasm. I always thought it was interesting that you can see snow out the windows in the background, considering this isn't the snow world, and there's no snow on the overworld map. So I'm wondering if he was originally going to be placed differently in the game. I was always kind of thought that.
They were on a rush to get this out, you know, the N64. But this came out after the N64 came. Oh wow, fire!
I think this was like same year as Donkey Kong Country. Banjo-Kazooie, or something like that.
Holy moly!
Would that be 1998? Yeah, I think it was 1997 or 1998. So, but yes, this level reminds me a lot of Ripsaw Rage, except I hate this level a lot more. Usually, when people talk about levels they hate in this game, the first one they bring up is Ripsaw Rage. But yeah, so here we're climbing a rope and it is burning, and there's not really too much you can do to dodge. You just have to pray that you're in the right spot of the rope, and if you fall, there's not really anything to catch you because the screen is constantly scrolling up, so it's definitely tricky.
Well, the ropes kind of confine where exactly you can position yourself in the level. And because of that, you have to use that confined space to, well, maneuver around. And, well, you actually found land. How about that? Oh, the screen is still auto-scrolling, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Just following you.
If you stand still for even a second there, you slide back down, so it's pretty much just a constant jump up that slope. Also, this level sucks, because if you fail at a bonus game or miss a bonus game, there is no going back for it. So you pretty much need to either just jump down the hole or play through the entire level again to get another shot.
That is the auto-scrolling screen's fault. Because you go there, and now you can't go back down, because there's a death line there now.
The death line, yep.
Well, what else do you call the thing that mysteriously kills you now?
Pretty much.
I mean, yeah, that fire down there will hurt you and cause you to fall down the rope, but then what actually kills you? The death line. That's what kills you.
Just the death line. Not from falling too far, just the random line of death. Ugh. So we're kind of just continuing our way up here. This is the level where I can't really control how fast I go through it. There's some levels where I take too long, there's some levels where I just run through it and don't really think, and then there's levels like this where it's kind of like just wait and let the level beat itself. But luckily so far we haven't done too bad. And there's some invisible barrels and items there, which this game just loves to have.
Oh wow, I thought you just killed yourself.
At first I was kind of like, wait, what am I jumping into? But yeah, this game, so much invisible stuff, way more than the second game. I can't even really think of anything invisible like that in the first game. And ouch, first damage. That actually ends up working out really well though, because I needed Dixie to fly over there, and I couldn't have done that if Kiddy Kong was there, and you can't exactly switch who's in front on the rope, so...
Oh, yeah, I was just about to ask that. Can you switch characters on rope? Because I'm recalling in Donkey Kong Country 2, you can't switch characters when you're hanging on top of a rope or climbing a rope.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I actually got really lucky there, and yeah, there is another bonus coin.
The thing I always liked in specifically Donkey Kong Country 2 is that Diddy Kong just kind of climbs a rope regularly, but then Dixie, which he's on like the sideways ropes, has quite a bit different of an animation.
Well, yeah, so that actually makes me think. It sounds like you've played a lot of Donkey Kong Country 2, but how much of Donkey Kong Country 3 do you know?
I have not played the game, I've only watched your Let's Play. So.
Well, thank you. Alright, this is a really big jerk move right here. This is the end of the level. Do not jump off there, because you will not be able to get through that hole, because Coin is hiding in that hole, the guy who has the DK coin. What you need to do is climb all the way to the top, throw that barrel, and then that will kill him, allowing you to go through there. Otherwise, you have to replay the entire level just to get that. It's not fun.
Sounds like somebody probably had to replay the entire level when they first did this level.
Many years ago. We have another set of chairlifts up there, but I think we'll save that for maybe after this level.
Oh, okay, so we're going back down to Floodlit Fish. Oh boy.
Mm-hmm. And this is an underwater level. Ugh.
And it's dark, which means you're going to be getting the... I forgot his name. Or someone different. There was a fish that lit up areas in Donkey Kong Country 2.
Oh, that's true. I think that was like Lockjaw's Locker, or was that the first water level? I don't remember what the water levels were called, but there was that. I thought you were going to be singing and be getting angry comments because people can't see the screen. Oh. I hope that doesn't happen. Turn your screen brightness up.
Stop trying to watch YouTube on your old Game Boy Advance.
Upgrade to the SP. No. But yeah, the gimmick with this level is we're playing as On Guard, and there will be those yellow fish around, and you need to hit them to keep the lights on, wait too long before hitting one, and it will go dark, and you won't be able to see anything. Well, actually, you'll be able to see a little bit, but it will be hard.
He looks really constipated. If I'm being honest.
I've never really thought about that.
But to help him out with his problems, and it lights up the area. I don't know exactly where my logic is leading me, but I'm not liking where it's leading me.
I don't want to know. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, these guys right here, they're kind of a pain. You can defeat I think they're called lurchins. They kind of open and close. If you hit them at the right time when they're open, you will destroy them, but otherwise you'll take damage. So it's kind of like a 50-50 shot. You have to have your timing down. I usually just avoid them, but then...
Probably a good idea. Otherwise, with On Guard, you usually just dash forward and destroy everything. That's the wonderful thing about On Guard. You can actually attack while underwater.
I actually don't use his kind of... If you hold the A button, it charges up. And you just kind of like go forward forever until you hit a wall. That doesn't really get too much use in this game. In the second game, it was used to actually find like a lot of secret bonus rooms and stuff hidden inside of walls.
Oh, it's used all the time.
Oh yeah, but in this game, it's very rarely used for anything. It's pretty much just if you want to use it. I actually don't think there's a single bonus room that requires it. Yeah, I have to say that in terms of, I never really thought too much about it before doing the Let's Play. It's funny how doing Let's Plays can make you think different things about games that you've played so many times, but Donkey Kong Country 2's secrets were definitely a lot more well hidden than Donkey Kong Country 3's. the way
the thing is, you do a Let's Play, you get perspective from other people, even people who haven't played the game. Like in my case, I've never played this game, and I'm saying those fish look like they're constipated, and you're probably like, I've never looked at those fish and thought they were constipated.
I also never looked at K3 and thought of Canada Land.
You mean Alaska Land?
Oh yeah, that's right. It's the evil snowman. I'll have to visit that someday just to see that.
You and me have to take a vacation to Fairbanks, Alaska.
Let's do it.
Anyway, you made it to the bottom of the screen, but you didn't advance the level. What's going on?
Yeah, there was some really little kind of pointless maze there that I went back to check out, but yeah, it was kind of completely pointless. What you really need to do is kind of go to the top of the maze and then loop around, and now we're kind of below the bottom of whatever the heck that maze was.
If you don't mind me, my Metroid senses are tingling and telling me that you're missing a bonus area to the right, but that might be just me. Oh my gosh, you nailed him and you still got hurt.
I had a free shot because there was a DK barrel right there, and yeah, that's what I get for trying to do that. Let's just continue heading down.
I can't blame you for trying, especially when you essentially you just got a free play there.
Yeah, I have to take advantage of those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this level is a crazy level. It just kind of goes on. I've actually found that levels in this world are very long. I mean, the second level wasn't really, but the first level definitely was very lengthy, and this underwater level is taking a while too. But water levels are usually pretty slow-paced. There's not much you can do about that. Can't really run through an underwater level.
Hey, I got all the letters, though. Extra life for you.
Woohoo! It's like the Yoshi coins, but one short.
Do you mean flowers or no Yoshi?
Oh, I guess
okay.
Yeah, dragon coins.
Dragon coins.
Excuse my incorrect terminology, but yeah, flowers too. And there's
there you go, nice shot. And that even you probably needed to get that for the bonus barrel, didn't you?
Yeah, they actually don't go very high. I could have taken a hit or something, but yeah, here we go. Collect the stars in 20 seconds, and this is probably the easiest bonus game ever. I mean, it's dark, but it's pretty much here is a straight line to the end. It's not straight, but it's a line that takes you right to the end.
It's a line.
It's a curved line.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. It kind of dumps you off in the dark, and I can't see anything. There we go. At least it's not like, Pokemon Blue, you know, the original Pokemon games. If you don't have Flash, you get a black screen.
Well, that's why you always dedicate one Pokemon that's really good at carrying all your HMs.
Exactly.
There you go, you've made it to the end. Is there any secrets if you swim backwards as Kiddy or Dixie? No.
I've actually never even really thought about going back through the level without On Guard, but I mean, I guess it would get dark pretty quickly. And no, there's not really any point at doing that. Also, hey, this is a well-hidden DK coin. Darn this game. Unfortunately, the flag was not blowing, so I actually did miss a bonus game.
Oh, well, looks like we get to go through the level again, don't we?
Kind of. We'll cut back.
Oh, I was about to say, I can open up one of my textbooks and just start reading it.
No, but here we go. I was stupid back here. I was actually kind of annoyed because I didn't want to die. I mean, I want to have another deathless video after last time somehow went actually well. But yeah, back when there were those red bootleg Cheep Cheeps flying back, swimming back and forth, I did miss one off to the right. And yeah, another collect the stars game. I don't know why. Both the mini games in this level were collect the stars. One of them should have been get the green bananas in the dark, and it would have been terrible.
Haven't you complained enough about get the green bananas? Why are you asking for it?
I know, this is actually a level that didn't have one. Oh my gosh. Actually, I guess the last level didn't either. Collect the green bananas while climbing the burning rope. That would have been funny.
But no, throughout this Let's Play, you've been complaining about green bananas, and now you're asking for them. So I don't know what's going on. But
my video doesn't feel complete unless we have a mini bonus game like that in each video. I don't think there was one in the first level. No, we had kind of bash the baddies and collect the stars. Yeah, there was no green bananas in this video. That is a ripoff. But yeah, that is the first 3 levels of World 6, and next time we will head up to that set of chairlifts which is not moving for some reason.
Oh.
And there's also Pothole Panic. But yeah, that's for next time, so thank you very much for joining me, MilesLuigi.
You're welcome. Wow, I originally read that plot hole.
I want to see a level like that, Plot Hole Panic. That'd be an awesome level.
Where apparently there's some contradiction in the story, and it's like you have to figure it out to complete the level. Wow.
That would be the best level ever. It would probably have a collect the green bananas minigame in it. Ugh.
Regardless, you're welcome. Matter of fact, why don't I hang around for the next video?
Yeah, it sounds good. Might as well help me finish off World 6. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and MilesLuigi and I will see you next time.
See you all next time.